Humpties. Well, he did it. All right, so I guess he's single. If anybody wants to touch him. Oh, we got some boy volunteers, Joe. Anyway, so coming to the stage first. Here we go, all the way from Nashville. You guys, give it up for Mr. Joe Kelly.
Keep it going for Melissa, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Who's the one who's going to touch me or whatever? Well, I had an option, so this is cool. I like this. All right. We'll talk, man. We ain't got to do it now. You didn't even know who was coming out here. You're like, I'll touch somebody. It's been a lonely 2023. I'll touch the next guy that walks out on this stage. I don't care. That's fun. Anyway, hell yeah, man. Good to see everybody. Good to be here. I'll do some jokes, I suppose. It's kind of the purpose of being here. So we'll do some jokes. I love leftovers, okay, ladies and gentlemen? That's something about me. All right, I'm a big fan of them. Who likes leftovers in this room?
Yeah.
Okay. Who doesn't? Okay. A lot of people just don't give a shit. That's really cool. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't understand your passion for it, but whatever, dude. Okay. I love them. They make me very happy. But they're not for everybody. I learned that. You know, I got a friend, she's got a good job, she makes a lot of money. And she told me leftovers are for poor, trashy people. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I am that. Turns out, I am 100% purebred. I took one of those 23andMe tests and it came back and it said, Joe, you're garbage, brother. On both sides, too. But I didn't know that meant, I didn't know my background meant that I was going to spend my whole life liking leftovers, you know? But then my friend, with all her money, her good job, she starts doing this thing called meal prep. And I go, what's meal prep? And she's like, you cook your food on Sunday and then you eat it throughout the week. That's what the fuck leftovers are, lady. You're just using more Tupperware than me. That's really the only difference. Got more dishes. It's funny. I like that joke. I'll say that after some of these jokes and nobody laughs at it. So, anyway, I do love leftovers. I love ladies too, all right? How about that? Working out well. Love me some ladies, man. Just like my two favorite things, if I'm being honest. Ladies and leftovers. Just like one of my two. Realistically, I'm a very simple man. Sometimes a leftover lady ain't half bad either. Seasoning to it, you know? Some of that old Bays, you know what I mean? I should have said Lowry's instead of Old Bays, man. That sounds terrible. Lowry's, you know. It's good, it is, you know. It's just like, it's kind of like an old hand-me-down baseball glove, you guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's seen some days on the field, a little worn in, but still good glove, you know? It was my dad's first, and that really don't bother me too much. Good enough for me, goddamn. Yeah, it is a little gross. It is a little bit, but you guys laugh. So you're the fucked up ones, not me. Anyway, ladies, love y'all, man. I like how I love positive and supportive women are towards their friends. I like that aspect of you being or whatever. You make your friends feel good about themselves. You say things to them that make them feel good, and it's like that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Fellas, we don't do that sort of thing, man. We're pretty mean. That's how you know we're friends. It's tough being a dude, having a dude friend too, man. They're harsh. You ever try to be cold in front of your buddies? It's a fucking nightmare. I shivered when I was 15, and I've been gay ever since to my friends. Every time it starts snowing, nobody calls me anymore. Because I was cold one time. The ladies, y'all don't do that, man. You say what now? All right, don't worry about it. Okay. I don't even know yours. I can't understand you. I don't know if that's because you're not speaking clearly or if it's a gender thing. I really don't know. But I don't understand what you're saying right now. It's all right. I'm just teasing. What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. I have this realization. I kind of figured out that, like, y'all ladies are, like, nice to one another on the surface or whatever, you know? We know the truth. We do. But I was at this real shitty dive bar one night, okay? Real dirty place. And like, you know how people will write on bathroom walls in the dive bars? Well, like, you go in that men's bathroom, there's not a nice word written on that wall at all. Somebody write Chuck was here, and then what's it say? Fuck Chuck. And that's it. That's the end. It's just so, we don't even know Chuck. He could be in trouble. Well, fuck him. That's how we feel. But at this particular bar, men's room was out of order. So I'm in the ladies' room. All right? All right. Out of order. I had longer hair at the time, so no one could tell the difference anyway. You know? Anyway. I'm in the ladies' room. Y'all write nice things on those walls for one another. Somebody wrote, "You're beautiful, no matter what, don't ever forget it." And I was just like, oh my God. Me? It made me feel good. I've never felt that way in a bathroom before. Felt empowered, you know? Under that, someone wrote, "You're a queen." And then it said, "Yas, bitch." About 12 or 13 A's on that thing. I'll be real honest with you people, all right? I'm going to be real honest with you. I felt so good in that bathroom. I felt so empowered that I sat down to pee. So let me get settled in here for a little bit. Learn about self-love. It's a good time. Let's stop shivering. We'll talk more about that later. I might have some stuff that goes along with the shivering aspect. Still shivering. Why? You trying to make me shiver, brother? Because according to my buddies, I am gay. Anyway, oh man, I don't know. I used to live in a van. Still interested? Okay. I don't anymore, but I used to. I did. Lived in a van for 4 years. Not down by the river, no. Walmart parking lots, if I'm going to be honest with you. I wish I had a joke for it, but it's... They're open late and they have a bathroom, so that's where I'd be staying. It's called van life. That's what people call it, you know. It's popular. It's like a hip thing. People do it on the internet, you know, out there living the van life or whatever. So anytime I guess I tell people I lived in a van, they kind of have an idea. They've seen van life, so they kind of have an idea of the van that I was living in. A lot of people think I had like a a Sprinter van or one of them Volkswagen camper vans, you know what I mean? But I just had a gold minivan, all right? So I wasn't living van life, I was just homeless. They call van life. It's like, wow, you're doing something out there, aren't you? It's fun. It's a good time. Sometimes people wouldn't believe me when I told them I lived in a van, which that's weird, you know? It's a terrible lie. That's the opposite of a good lie. You know, people would go, you really live in a van, Joe? It's like, why would I lie about my life being in shambles? Lie to make yourself look better. I was very conscious of my hygiene. I'll say that. I was very proud of that. I was never like a smelly homeless guy. You know, thank you very much. I had enough problems. I didn't need to be smelly too, you know? But it's like, I'll say this, Planet Fitness saved my life in that sense, all right? I don't know if you guys are PF members or not, but you pay $20 a month, you can shower anywhere you want in the entire country. It's the cheapest water bill I've ever had. Absolutely fantastic, man. They got free pizza on Mondays too. I was taking dates there, man. Hey, baby, we're gonna slice a pizza with a massage. I got a black card. These people know me. I go to the YMCA now. I like the YMCA. That's fun. That's a fun gym. You know, a lot of real old people there working out. Maybe. I don't know. It would be nice, but like, I like old people, but I don't like them at the gym. You know what I mean? Because they're getting in the way. They got like the old room, they got a kid's room. Why don't you have old people? You know? You got someone who's like 96 years old signing up at the YMCA. It's like, what are you doing? You gonna live 3 more minutes? Get out of the way. Trying to run some of this booze off. You're in the way, Grandma. I don't know. It's fun. There are a lot of old naked guys in the locker room. That's fine. So, you know, I've been around naked guys. As a shiverer, I've spent my time around some naked guys a time or two. But it's like, old naked guys want to talk to you. Yeah. They always want to have a conversation. And it's like, I'm okay with it. I can handle a conversation with a naked man, all right? I'm 36 years old. I've seen some stuff. Naked man talking ain't gonna bug me. But what I don't like is when they're talking to you and then they start getting naked. That's what I don't like. There'll be some old guy who'll be like, so how's your mom doing there, Joe? You probably know. You probably know, mister. I gotta figure that out. I think that's fun. Anyway. I'm a pretty good swimmer, so I swim at the YMCA. I like doing that. And this was down in Tennessee, so I don't know if they do the same thing here, but they do summer camp at the YMCA for the kids down in Tennessee, all right? So they give them like a week of swimming lessons. It's pretty fun. And they were short lifeguards this past summer, and they saw what I could do in the pool, right? This guy, he's a swimmer. So they were trying to recruit me to be a lifeguard, which is like very humbling, you know. But I didn't do it because I don't think I'm responsible enough to be a lifeguard. You know what I mean? I like to fuck around on the job. I like to have a little bit of fun. And then you can't be having fun if you're a lifeguard. You know? So like, I wouldn't let anybody drown, okay? But I might make it seem like I did. That's what I'm saying. Just for fun, just to get through my day. I know this is how I do it, all right? I thought of it immediately. Because what they do, they got a mural next to the pool, right? And on the mural it says, I passed my swim test. So what they do is they take the kids, once they pass their swim test, take a picture in front of the mural, put the pictures out on Friday, parents come pick it up, they go, wow, that's great, my kid passed the swim test. What I would do is I'd hide a couple of those pictures. You know? And then they come in, they're like, where's Timmy's picture? And I'd be like, we got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is Timmy did not pass his swim test, all right? But the good news is you don't need a family membership anymore. He's drowned, yeah. He's drowned. And that's why I can't be like her. Because I think that's fucking hilarious, you know? You got no, and I'm sure if it was your kid, you probably wouldn't find it funny either. But I don't have kids, so being neglectful to them is funny to me. One day it'll change, but now, hilarious. Anyway, I feel like that joke is so good. I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about anymore, my bad. I like drinking whiskey, I'll say that. I'm a whiskey drinker, you know? I like drinking a little bit of whiskey from time to time. Hey fellas, what happens when we drink too much whiskey? All right. The ladies said it first. They're always like quick with it. Yes, good dude. He'd be like, I just get big and strong, brother. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. I get big and strong and I ride a motorcycle around, dude. That's what happens when I drink whiskey. Whiskey dick. It happens from time to time. Your dick don't work so good when you drink too much whiskey. It happens. Not with me though. Alright? I've had my fair share of whiskey. I've never gotten whiskey dick in my life. Alright? I get Charmin dick because it is super soft. Bunch of bears start loving it. It's like, what the hell? I've been drinking some White Claws lately too, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud, and I understand. I understand. But here's the thing: I've drank too many White Claws before. Sometimes I get the claw cock. You familiar with this one yet, fellas? Be careful, all right? Be careful out there. Claw cock is when you drink too many White Claws, and then your dick just ends up in a dude's butt.
Oh man.
It is a gay drink. Is it a couple dudes hiding under that $5 It's a tasty drink. I'm just asking. Man, you guys are pretty fun. Dude, I like a little bit of acid from time to time too. You know what I mean? A little bit of LSD. You guys, how's the acid in Frankenmuth, guys? Is it pretty good? You guys got some good stuff out here, I bet. Be fun. What is? Oh, I don't know. That doesn't sound like it's any fun. I don't even know what you said, but just the way you said it, we're like, the only thing we got is one fucking shit. I'll be watching that fucking Pied Piper tripping some acid. I think that'd be a good day. You know what I mean? Try and climb up there and find where they keep that chicken. That's what I've been doing. Is it in this hole? Anyway, I do like acid. I think it can be good for you, all right? I'm one of those guys, okay? I think a little bit of LSD can do you some good in life, okay? For what it's worth. I think it's a good thing. Because I've done my research. I've read a lot of books about acid, about using the combination of acid with meditation and how it can result in like higher states of consciousness and a better sense of self-awareness, you know? But apparently I missed the chapter where if you combine acid with whiskey, it will result in you living in a van for 4 years. Keep it in mind. We got a lot of good advice over here. Stay away from White Claws. Don't be mixing your acid. Probably a good thing I don't have kids, huh? They know too much. Anyway, I gotta get going here. I'm trying to figure out what to get out of here on. You guys are fun. Okay, we'll try this. I love my grandma very much. someone said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
I'm on the right side of that argument, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm supposed to love my grandma. But I get, what's he gonna do? He saw what I did, and I was like, he's gonna do something with his grandma now. Anyway, I love my grandma. She's great. She's an old grandma. She's an old lady. She's like late 80s or something like that, you know. She's old lady. Not like one of these modern grandmas, you know. These fucking 22-year-old grandmas out there. Good Lord, child. I love my grandma. She's old as hell. Old lady. And this a couple years ago, at her very old age, she had decided to become a feminist. Right? So you're like 84 years, and she's like, I'm gonna become a feminist, Joe. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, because I love my grandma. And I support anything she does. I think she's great, you know. If she wants to be a feminist now, I think she should be able to do that. But the way she's showing her feminism is a bit disturbing to me, all right? Because the only way you know she's a feminist now is she just stopped wearing bras. Other than that, she hasn't changed anything. She's like, I'm a feminist now, and then she just doesn't wear bras no more. And I'm from Flint, and that's where she lives, you know? And it's cold in Michigan. A lot of the time. So I'll be going to visit her, you know, and it's just like, the stage just be looking right back at me sometimes. And I can't say nothing to her because she's my sweet grandma who made a decision with her life. Who am I to tell her not to be doing something, you know? But I'll tell you, Christmas has been weird. I say that. It's been tradition my entire life. I sit across the table from my grandma every Christmas. Always have. Never had a problem before. Past couple of years, we've had a little bit of a problem. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's uncomfortable. Because it's like, you ever just try to sit down and enjoy a nice Christian ham? And every time you look up, it's looking right back at you, man. And I don't know how many of you guys have tried to have Christmas dinner with a heart on. It's fucking rough. So they can roll salt and pepper, and it's just a good old nice in the Kelly house. Hey, listen, Happy New Year, everybody. You guys are a lot of fun. Joe Kelly, take care of yourself.
You guys give it up for Joe Kelly. Oh, we all learned some things, didn't we? All right, we're going to keep this party going. Our headliner, who came to us all the way from Texas. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of this comedian, kind of an unknown name in some parts. You guys might know. Anybody ever heard of Jeff Foxworthy? Yeah, okay. This guy was handpicked by Jeff Foxworthy to roast him on Comedy Central for his 50th birthday. Yeah. Also, this guy has a viral drive-our comedy special. He has done 50 shows in 50 states in 50 days. That was who coming to the stage. You guys give it up for Mr. John Wessling!
Thank you. Pretend you heard me. It's more fun. Thank you. That was great for my self-esteem. I appreciate that. I'll take the Muppet penis off of this. There we go. Well, good to see everyone. How are you? Happy New Year to you. My name is John. Everyone say hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hello, everybody. What a beautiful place you have here. This is such a cool little town, man. This is Christmas place. This is probably as Christmas as hell, huh? So now I understand why she brought me out for the week after Christmas. This is the most depressing week of the year for you guys, isn't it? Right? You're like, oh, everyone's real sad, or our suicide rates are real high in Frankenmuth the week after Christmas. But this is cool. It's a beautiful place. I love this. What is the Fisher Hall? The little beer hall here. This is nice. It's a real bold choice to stick to that font nowadays, isn't it? Might want to switch to Ariel. But I like it here. This has been a fun couple of days. I've enjoyed it. It's supposed to be colder, isn't it? Right? Like this is usually all covered in snow and beautiful with sleighs and whatnot going down the street. Your reindeer are probably overheating. You do have reindeer here, I assume, right? Can't be the Christmas town without some reindeers. But I love it here. Thank you so much for your hospitality, and I hope you have a great Happy New Year's, man. I'm not from Michigan. I love it up here. I think this is a beautiful place. I really dig what you got. I'm from Texas. I don't know if anyone else here from Texas. Am I the only one? Yeah. I'm used to it. I'm a stranger in a strange land. But you know what? People have connections to Texas. I'll tell you what, Texans are everywhere, and I found out the farther away you get from Texas, the more they hide when they're in public. I've learned how to get Texans out of hiding. It's pretty easy. Here's how you do it. Ready? The stars at night are big and bright.
Way down in Hyde, Texas.
There's one person in the back. In Texas, it's state law. You have to answer when we do that. You're either a Texan or you just saw Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure over the holiday, didn't you? In Texas, everyone will answer when you do that, and that's why Texas will never win the national championships of hide and seek. It's our fatal flaw around the first round every year. But this is a beautiful place, man. I like it. I really did think it was going to be colder. I was excited about coming up here to be in the cold area. That's what Melissa does, right? I've had that problem before when you deal with bookers who live up north and you live in the south. They're like, oh, we got some openings for you. You want to come up here at the end of December so we can watch you freeze? I had that happen in Canada one time. The first time I ever worked in Canada at one of the clubs in Edmonton, Alberta, right? And they brought me up on December 16th. People who live there don't go to Canada on December 16th. That's when they all load up in their RVs and drive to Florida, start swinging with each other. But I say start, that's not, I think we all know they didn't just start. Right? So I'm up there, I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. It is negative 42 degrees. Negative 42 degrees. And you're probably asking, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Yes. It's both. That's where they meet back up again at the bottom. That's nature's way of saying humans should not fucking live here. And it was ridiculously cold. I'd never seen anything that cold before. Right? When I had to walk from the airport, right when you walk out the airport all the way to where the shuttle is that takes you to get the rental car, we're talking 50 yards. For that amount of time, I didn't have a runny nose, I didn't have a cold, but by the time I got over to the shuttle 50 yards away, I had a booger frozen to my cheek, like a fruit roll-up. The other comic I was working with, he didn't have goggles or any kind of mask or anything on, and he got like his eye, he got the flash phosphorite on the eyeball, where it peels. And so he had a red eye like a zombie for the entire week that we were there. It was just ridiculously cold. And here's another thing too, so we're working at this comedy club and it's at the mall, right? And we're at a hotel at the other side of the street. And then we get there like 2 in the afternoon. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go walk over, check in, go say hi at the mall. So I walk out, I'm all bubbled up, I'm wearing every piece of clothes I've ever owned in my life. And I'm at the stop sign, right? It's all sludge and slush and stuff all over the place. And right when the light goes to walk, I take one step, and my subconscious yelled at me and went, stop. So I look down. And I look down, and right at my feet is a bag of some of the most beautiful marijuana I've ever seen in my life. Right, just on the top of the snow from where it's been pushed, right? And my instinct, my gut feeling is to jump on it like a loose ball at a football game. But then, I've never been to Canada before. I start thinking, I don't know exactly what the Canadian marijuana laws are. This might be the fastest bust in Canadian history. They probably have it on a string. You're just going to keep pulling it directly to the cruiser across the street. So I play it all slick, I play it smooth, I go like this to tie my shoe, grab it, put it in my pocket, don't even look at it. I go check in at the comedy club, walk back over to the hotel, I get to the hotel, and it's in my pocket, but I haven't looked at it closely yet, and I start thinking, well, there's no way I really saw a giant bag of marijuana on the ground. I must be, this is probably like half a sandwich someone threw away. I'm gonna smoke a PB&J. But no, I pull it out and I look at it, and it's about a half ounce of some High Times cover weed. It is the most beautiful sparkly pot. It was like your dress, man. It was just, and I started thinking, this is amazing. But why did someone throw this out of their car? There's something wrong with this, right? I'm still going to try it. But there's got to be something wrong with it. So I get like the tiniest little amount, a little tiny pinner joint. And I'm like, I'm going to try it. Because even if it's got like AIDS or PCP in it, one tiny little smoke's not going to kill me, right? I might kick like a fish on the deck for a while, but ultimately I'll survive. I'll probably make it to the show. So I did. I went like this. I was like, okay, I'm in my room all sneaky. And I'm not even exaggerating. That's exactly what I did. Just that. And waited. Folks, off of just that, I got so high. Unbelievably high. Like, I didn't just watch TV for 4 hours. I watched the lower right-hand corner of the TV for 4 hours. And then I turned it on. Holy shit! That was, woo! The colors were fantastic. I watched the Fireplace channel, which is also pretty popular here in Frankenmuth, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, oh yeah, that's channel 18.2. What was that one? I watched the Fireplace channel so long I was enthralled. I watched it till I saw the log move. You ever watch it till you see the log move? What is this, the season finale? It's unbelievable. So here we are in Michigan. Congratulations to you. I can tell that marijuana is legal in this state because it fucking smells like pot everywhere. Hotel just reeks of pot the whole place. That's amazing. That's good for you, and it's recreational too, huh? Yeah, good. I like that. You don't even pretend. No, we don't even need the bullshit of the fake doctor anymore. Let's just get high and eat edibles and have a great time. I'm happy for it. That's great. The medicinal states are the ones where, it's a wink and a nod, you know what's up, right? Like Oklahoma just got medical marijuana. I live in Texas, that pisses me off. We hate Oklahoma. That's like for you if Ohio got something cool. Yeah, let the hate flow, fuckers, that's what I'm feeling right now. Oklahoma got medical marijuana before Texas got medical marijuana. But you know what? Love thy neighbor. I'm trying to be a good person. Good for them. I'm happy for them. They've been on meth for like 30 years. I needed to switch it up. It was time. They needed some sleep. Good for them. I lived in California back in the day when it was one of the first states that got medical marijuana. And you had that for a couple of years first before they just said, screw it, let everybody get high and go to water parks and stuff, right? Yeah, the medicinal, you guys, so you know how it works. You have to go to a special pot doctor, right? He's got like the weird at the strip mall above the head shop, right? And he's like a loser doctor. He's a horrible doctor. Like Dr. Pepper is more of a doctor. And no matter what you tell him, he's like, yeah, weed's great for that. Go for it, bro. It's like, dude, I have a bullet wound. Yeah, that's a bummer. Here, put some weed in there, man. Put a brownie in the front and a sativa in the back. Take 10 gummies, never call me again. But I didn't know that. I didn't, when it first started in California, I didn't know you had to go to a special hot doctor. I went to our family doctor. And I was like, hey, what's up, Dr. Cordero? Good to see you. Oh, no, it's not the kids. They're fine. They're good. Yeah, thank you for sending the shot records. We appreciate that. Nope, they're fine. It's me. I think we all saw the news. Let's do this, Fred. Hook me up, Doc. Oh, I got the glaucoma. Right? My eyes. Yeah, 5 surgeries later, I'm like, what the fuck? Hurts. I feel like you're not really picking up what I'm putting down here, Doc. My friends got high a lot faster than me. I have been a comedian for my entire adult life, for what that's worth. But it hasn't been my only job. My first job was on the radio, right fresh out of college. I was a traffic reporter. Back in the old days when you got to fly around in helicopters and tell people which way to go. That was a great job. Especially when you're a young stoner fresh out of college. Every morning I just wake up like, hey man, there's a wreck down there, turn left, you don't want to see that shit. Look at you. You're going to be late to work, you dumbass. Got fired almost immediately. Yeah. This was in 1996 in Kansas City, Missouri. If you lived there and you were late to work, I did that to you. It was a fun job, but I'll say this. Since so many states are getting medical marijuana, the recreational marijuana now, that it's like over 30 states now. We're getting close to that magical tipping point where it's going to finally be legal in all 50 states. And that's going to be a great day. And when it does happen, there's going to be a first day that pot is legal. And that's the day I want to be back in the chopper doing traffic again. They for traffic on the first day of the legalization of marijuana. Absolutely no traffic problems whatsoever. Everyone's going real slow and taking care of each other. Joints are flying from car to car on Loop 610. Road rage, a thing of the past. Peace and love is broken out on the freeways anymore. We had blinkers going off all over the place. I saw one guy give another guy a high five in 2 separate moving vehicles. That's tougher than you think. We do have reports that any and all fast food establishments are backed up for months. Yeah, you're going to want to bring those munchies from home. Problem is, people are getting their food, forgetting that they have food, and getting back in and fucking up works. So, do us a favor, look at the seat next to you. If you see a bag of food, please turn right and leave. This traffic report was brought to you by your friends at Zigzag Rolling Papers. They've been there since the beginning. And graphics bongs. You don't have to call it a lamp anymore. Now back to Led Zeppelin and Willie Nelson. Together at last. Well, I love it up here, man. I like your little Christmas town. You know, it's cozy, everything smells good, candies and whatnot. Love it up here. I live in Houston now. I'm back home in Texas. It's weird. I don't get to travel enough. I don't get to go back up here up to the beautiful north. I love it up here. So the weather feels good to me, which is weird because, let's be honest. Michiganders, right? Michiganders who are here, welcome Ganders. And Texans, we're kind of the opposite when it comes to summer and winter, right? Like you guys brag about how tough you are when it's cold, right? We're that way about summer, right? Because I have friends who are from Traverse City, and they will come visit us in Houston every year in August. And it's the same every year. It hits them and it hurts them. Right? They're at my house, they walk outside, they're like, hey, John, what's good? Why is it wet in my lungs? It hurts on the inside. Why am I hot inside? I was like, oh, that's the humidity. That's 100% humidity. Yeah, now you're experiencing heat stroke. Those are your organs shutting down. You're dying. You should get gas. But me, I don't give a shit. Look at me. I'm out here wearing jeans, mowing the yard, not even sweating. Yeah. But we're as badass as we think we are in the summer. We are complete pussies in the winter. You know what I mean? Us Texans thinking we're badasses, that goes out the window once it gets close to freezing. Because first off, let me ask you this, right? You're all proper winterized people, you're Michiganders. Do you have to wrap your pipes? Yeah. Someone says yes. Did you move up here from the south? Because I think that's bullshit. I think somehow y'all are playing a prank on us. How the hell is me wrapping a couple of dish towels in an HEB bag around the pipe together to keep it warm? Right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, like, my coat only keeps me warm because I'm wearing it. It holds the heat inside, right? Thermodynamics are pissing me off, sir. I was like, oh, you gotta go up there and wrap your pipes. Like, no, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But when it gets cold, like in Houston, we get a threat of snow every 10 years. That's about it. Now, look at that. Can you even imagine snow being a threat? Like for you, it's like, no, we need it for the Christmas parties. We get a foot of snow, 100 people die. You get a foot of snow, it's like, oh, it's supposed to be 3. I talked to my congressman about that. And so in Houston, here's what happens. About once every 10 years, it snows. And they'll scare us to death about it for a week before it even happens. They'll get all the local news, will be camped out at all the intersections they know we're going to slide through and kill each other at. They call it something like Winter Blast 3000. When they show the radar, it doesn't have the regular guacamole colors that we're used to. Instead, it's that hot pink. You see the hot pink coming. And in Texas, they're like, oh no, is that a gay front? A gay front is going to come? Yes, it is. It'll be shriveled up tight, my brother. It always happens. There's that magic morning when it finally breaks the freezing barrier. It gets down to 31.95 degrees. Usually at about 5 o'clock in the morning out near the airport. For some reason, it's always colder near the airport. Right? And in that weird gray morning hour, one weird little snowflake will form in the sky. And it flutters its way down awkwardly and hits the windshield of a truck. And that guy loses his fucking mind. Holy shit! Holy shit! We gotta shut down the schools. I can't drive my kids on this icy road of death. I can't take my F-350 dually on this millimeter of sleep. Holy shit, I ain't got enough Carhartt on. We gotta go to Walmart, we gotta run the Bass Pro Shops. We're out of batteries, we ain't got no deer meat. Mama's Yeti cup got a dent in it. We can't live like this. We lose our minds. And then 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 75 degrees. Look, Mama, I made a mud angel. You sure did, baby. We will rebuild. And it's even worse for me. Because I didn't grow up in Houston, which is on the southeast side of the state. I grew up at the very, very bottom of Texas. I grew up in the Rio Grande Valley, is where I'm from. And it's tropical where I grew up, right? In the town I grew up in, McAllen, Texas, they used to have a sign at the City of Commerce that says, never snowed in recorded human history. They literally said, never snowed in recorded human history. Which is bullshit, because it did about 5 years ago. Well, that was just a cocaine plane we shot coming over the border. Yeah, we canceled school that day, my bro. Colombian snow day. You can't go to class. Hey, Mama, I made a coke angel. You sure did, honey. Let me get my shop back. Mama's paying for college. So, like, where I grew up, and you're going to laugh at this, where I grew up, 50 is what we consider freezing. Seriously, because we're growing citrus, we got avocados, it hits 50, people freak the fuck out. They're like, oh my God, it's 50 degrees. We got to bring the cactus inside. We got to let the chihuahua sleep inside the house. Yeah, and that's where we live. Chihuahuas can be inside-outside pets. Seriously, how many of you have had a chihuahua sickle? Oh shit. We let him outside to go poop and he froze to death instantly. Have you ever seen a cold chihuahua? It'll break your heart. Cold chihuahua looks like a baked potato having a stroke. Oh shit, Lupino's gonna die. We gotta get his core temperature back up to burrito. Quick, put him in the microwave for 30 seconds. It's okay, it's a fictional dog. People get worried about the chihuahua. I made him up, he's fine, okay? If it makes you feel better, it was defrost, not popcorn. So. He had a gray nail, his eye was a little cloudy. He looked alright. He was a good dog. Pepito. So, growing up, never saw snow. Couldn't even imagine what snow was like. It was just the fluffy shit around the mall Santa. It wasn't real. Then, I went to college in Iowa. I know. Which I found out pretty quickly stands for idiots out wandering around. I loved Iowa. I had a great time while I was there. You know, some of my best friends are people I met in Iowa, but they are the whitest human beings I have ever seen in my life. Like, ridiculously white. Like, some of y'all are white, most of y'all are white. Look at your thigh. That's what their whole body looks like. You know, man, I'm talking above the cargo shorts line. This part. Like, you can see their heartbeat in their neck when they get mad. They're like those salamanders that live in aquifers. And I loved Iowa, but look, Michigan is a beautiful place. You got geography, you got interesting rivers and hills and lakes and whatnot. Iowa ain't got nothing. It is, yeah, exactly. It's shaped like a pool table and built like one too. Flat as shit, windy as hell. If you fart in Des Moines, they will smell it in Chicago 30 minutes later. And I remember the first time I ever saw snow. Never seen snow before in my life, and I was excited. Big blizzard blows in overnight. 2 feet of snow covered everything you can see. I'm like outside, I'm all excited. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna play in the snow. But I'm a Texan. I put on what I thought was cold weather clothes, which is pretty much this with boots. And then I opened the door. Negative 20 wind chill hit my body for the first time. My nipples got so hard that they cut through my shirt. I could hear my testicles hit my pelvis. Sucked up underneath my kidneys. Said, move south, you son of a bitch, we're never coming down again. Look, we're all adults here. Let's have an adult conversation about shrinkage. Okay? Because look, I don't know if this is some kind of joke y'all playing on people who move from the south up to the north. But you could put together a pamphlet or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome to Michigan, your dick's gonna get real small on you. I had no idea. Look, the first 18 years of my life, my dick and balls had been at factory settings. I didn't know. They move according to temperature? That's ridiculous. Didn't even look like a penis anymore. It was like an acorn with a hole at the end. Sitting on the hairy brain. Oh, I'm gonna act like you don't know about the hairy brain. I can pick up any chicks in the winter. Seriously, you gotta have one hell of a personality, huh? Seriously. You know, otherwise he's like, hey lady, what's up? It's like a 12-year-old boy fresh out the pool. Dig in. No, seriously, you're gonna have to dig in. Maybe try fingering the butt up and out from the inside. You know? You're from out of town. Let's have some fun. I think you guys just keep a picture on your dick on your phone, with like a USA Today from July in it. You know, like a hostage picture. You meet a girl, you're like, hey, hold up, girl, hold up. Hold on. Look, that's my dick in Daytona. Just gotta warm it up. Let's put some hot towels around it. You know what? Let's just put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Enough about cold weather and tiny dicks. Let's move on. It is nice to see, and I'll get out here for New Year's Eve. Look at you guys, there's so many couples out having a good time. By applause, how many married people do we have with us here tonight? That was the appropriate level of enthusiasm for it. I was like, I'm also a married guy. Me and my wife, we just celebrated 20 years. We hit 20, huh? Thank you. I feel like it's an actual accomplishment now, finally. Get above 20. It's like first off, it's I think after 20 years, that's when the true measurement of the commitment of your love starts, right? And I had that moment where I realized after 20 years, I'm like, shit, if I'd have killed her instead of married her, I'd be free right now. Walking around with no debt and shit. So now, these days count. Now this is... But I love it. I feel like 20 is an accomplishment. People respect that. When you've only been married for a few years, it means a lot to you, but other people, they're not impressed. Right? Like you see people like, oh my God, we've been married for 1 year. I'm like, oh shit, you're still under warranty. Yeah, this is... I remember I was all excited when me and my wife hit 6 years. When we hit 6 years, I thought that was a big deal. I told one of my buddies, I've been married for 6 years. It's like, so what? You get 10 for stealing a car in this state. I can do 6 standing on my head. And I feel like we finally got to the level where the anniversary gifts are starting to be valuable. Right? Once you get above 20, you're in the gemstones and precious metals area. The early years, they suck. The first year, the paper anniversary, the wool anniversary, the lint I found in my belly button anniversary, the dirty sock anniversary. think the worst was the 11th. The 11th, we looked it up, it was the aluminum anniversary. Aluminum, not a lot of precious items made out of aluminum, right? Unless you're buying me a jet, there ain't a lot of cool shit made out of aluminum. But my baby got me a 12-pack of beer because she knows how to get down. That's my lady. Right there, on brand, that's my lady. Like last year was difficult because the 19th, because you got to hit the round numbers, you got to hit the multiples of 5s. Those are the ones people give a shit about, right? So the 19th, one of those in-between years, we looked it up on Wikipedia, and according to Wikipedia, the 19th anniversary was the engraving anniversary. So my wife, she got my wedding ring engraved. Isn't that sweet? Oh. On the inside, it says, if found, please call, and it's her lawyer's number. I travel for work, that makes sense. So we got kids, love being a dad. I will say that, honestly, a lot of comics that have kids, they don't want to say positive stuff about their kids. I got no problem with it. I love being a dad. I really do. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, becoming a father. Changed my life for the better in every way. I'm proud to tell you that I'm blessed to have 3 beautiful daughters. And one that's ugly as shit. But 3 of them. This is a good deal. Stay positive, people. 3 out of 4. 75. I see your face, man. It's a fucking joke, okay? I'm just kidding. You are like legit pissed. It says comedy right here on the fucking wall. It's in the serious series. Come on, I'm just playing. I would never say that about my own kid. It's a step kid. That's not my Oh, you knew the twist was coming. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that because now different people are hating me. I'm just playing. I don't have any step kids. I'm still on my first wife. Thought that hit a different nerve in this room. This is more of a second family party. Okay. Folks, do me a favor. Break the fourth wall here. If you ever do meet my wife, please do not tell her that I did that joke and called her first wife. She hates that. That's the one that pisses her off. She can't, I know. I call her first wife, she calls me last husband. And then I'm pretty sure she gets a first wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we have very similar search patterns on the internet. One time I accidentally erased her browser history. That was awkward. All right, hip crowd. I like you guys. but actually, I'll be honest with you. I do have 4 kids. I got 4 kids. 3 daughters, and all of them are pretty. In case they're watching at home. I used to do that joke the other way around. I have 3 daughters, and they're all ugly. They hated that joke. But when I do have 3 daughters, they're all pretty. Then my 4th is my son, my baby boy, my prince, the heir to all this. God, I wish that joke wasn't funny. If there was one that wouldn't work, I wish it was that one. And I love my son. He's a great kid, man. Keaton, he's an awesome little boy, you know what I mean? He's like, got the heart of a champion, got an ounce of quit in him, you know what I mean? Just a real go-getter, I mean, he's ridiculously ugly, but he's a sweet boy. Well, listen, he's got challenges, okay? He has what's known as flounder eyes. He's got one right in the middle, one over by the ear. He's got molars in the front. He spits constantly. But he's a good kid. He'll be fine. He'll play football, wear a helmet. You don't need to see his face, right? Oh, look at that. No one got upset when I called my son ugly. That's messed up. Seriously, I made up a fictional daughter, called her ugly. Half the women want to stab me now. I called my real son ugly, and you're all like, yeah, that sounds about right. Probably looks like his dad. Whoever that is. Oh, I'll find that ugly motherfucker. I had to add that last line. so everyone in my family hates that joke evenly. It's important when you got a big family. And I'll tell you, this is crazy too. Like, another peek behind the curtain. All the jokes I do, no one ever complains. I never get like people getting upset. It's that one. It's the thing about stepkids and stepdads and stuff like that. I do that one, it touches a nerve, man. I can't tell you how many times I've told that joke and all of a sudden some pissed off stepdad named Rick with his cell phone clipped on his belt wants to fight after the show. I'm like, relax, man. But let me just say this. I don't have any stepkids of my own, but I am a stepkid. Right? My parents are divorced. I got a stepdad, a stepmom, love them dearly, right? So I have nothing but love for the blended family. Matter of fact, my stepdad, he taught me an amazing lesson about being a stepdad that I think about all the time. He was a great guy, Mr. Lee. He was a retired Air Force drill instructor who became a college baseball coach. And everything he always talked about was always in baseball terms. That was his language. And I don't know if you guys are baseball fans or not, but this is how he put it to me. He said that being a stepdad is like being a relief pitcher with inherited base runners. You didn't put them there, but that's your responsibility now. And you got to keep an eye on them because they steal. I would have been upset by that, but I had $20 in my pocket that I stole from his wallet. Figure I had to. It's nice seeing so many married people out here tonight. Who's been married the longest in this room, do you think? You guys all know each other? Who's the longest together couple in the room, if you had to guess? Anyone in this room, raise your hand if you've been married for more than 35 years. Okay, raise it all slow. How many years for you guys? 46. Holy shit. I'm 48. I'm the baby new year, your love. That's awesome. 46. How about for you guys over there? Anyone want to do like an auction? Can anybody here be 46 years? 44, 47, 48, 49? This is like a storage war auction now. You guys might be the most. Let's go with you guys. There's no prizes. There's no prizes. But congratulations to you guys. 46 years. How many kids, grandkids do you have? 2 and 2. 2 and 2? So 2 kids that have made 2.
I had 2 granddaughters. That was.
Oh yeah, that's punishment for you. 2 girls or 2. So you've made 4 people. You're free to die. You're good to go. No, that's positive. I mean that in a good way. Like you've replaced yourself on Earth. Return to the soil. That's kind of expressed. I look forward to it. But that's all. That is happy. I'm happy to see that. I look forward to those moments with my little grandkids. I have 4 kids now. At least 2 of them are gay. I don't know how that's going to work out. But that's fun. I'm raising all my kids to be gay. It's a lot cheaper. Seriously, little lesbians don't get pregnant at prom, so. It's going to be great when they're sophomores in college saying, Dad, I love wiener. I'm like, yeah, I knew it all along, sucker. Yeah, I'm a horrible parent. But I do love seeing couples. So do we have anyone who's just dating here tonight? Raise your hand if you're just dating. Nope, everyone's locked up. Anyone here just on like a Tinder hookup? Let's go with that. Anyone here with someone else's wife? At 11, we put our keys in the bowl. It's a big swinger party here. Welcome to the Pineapple Club. That's a horrible idea. And the bad part is swinging sounds like fun until you look around and realize that being a swinger is kind of like the used car market. If the inventory is not good, who wants to trade Buicks? I feel bad for the ladies in that deal, to be honest with you. It's like, oh, you want to swap with my husband Pete? I had a natural erection in 13 years. I tell you what, I learned something from hanging out with older people. There's a design flaw in Viagra. Viagra looks exactly like a leaf. It's the same shape pill, same color, everything. You gotta put, I don't know, I think you should just make Viagra look like an erection. But maybe studies say you don't want to put that in your mouth first. So maybe it should be a softer chode before you put it in. But Viagra and Aleve look very similar. And I learned that the hard way, ironically. Well, my back hurt. So I took what I thought was an Aleve. Turned out it was a Viagra. Now my elbow and my wrist hurt. I mean, my back feels better, to be honest with you. Or it still hurts, and I don't even know. Y'all are such a nice crowd. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is there anyone here, since it's mostly married folks, is there anyone who's only been married for like 5 years or less? Do we have any newlier couples? Nope, you guys all met on the same tour bus that got abandoned. You're all part of the 12 German families that run this place? I always say this, because hitting the 20-year mark, I don't know, maybe more like young couples ask for advice, and I've never been good at giving advice. You know what I mean? First off, I just don't think I got a right to, but I don't know. Also, one thing I don't like is like corny advice that sounds good but isn't usable. I like practical advice. Like I hate that thing that they always tell young couples, don't go to sleep angry.
Oh.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You'll never fucking sleep again. That's how me and my wife determine who won an argument. You go to sleep first, you fucking lost. Oh, you sleepy? I fucking told you it was pronounced GIF. That was a bigger argument in my house. But okay, so like I'm a new parent, or I'm not a new parent, but I'll have new parents that come up and ask me about, hey, we're having our first baby, you've got 4 kids, you got any advice for me? And I'm like, look, man, there's not a lot of advice I can give you that no one's gonna, I mean, the best advice is, I'm not gonna, cherish every moment. No, man, most moments suck. Half the moments involve their shit. You don't want to deal with that. But here's like a couple of my key things I tell new couples or new babies is nap when they nap, right? When they sleep, you sleep. Don't try to be a hero and get shit done. Because later when you want to sleep, they're gonna be wide awake like they're on meth looking at you. So they sack out, you sack out too, right? And then wipe front to back. That's pretty much the ones you need to do. Front to back, front to back. I can't tell you. But I would say this to younger couples, because the number one cause of divorce, neck and neck with money problems, is that one of the partners doesn't want to have sex as much as the other partner wants to have, right? Sexual tension problems in a relationship. And I think we know which one usually is which in this scenario, right? There's not a lot of guys going, oh my God, this horny bitch is killing me. I'm just trying to work, watch some football. She's backing up to me like a horny cat in the yard, just I'm like, it's funny to you because it's a ridiculous idea. No, the big problem is you get married, the guy's all humping on you, and you're like, I haven't even taken a shower. My toes are too long, I can't. Just for the record, we don't give a shit about any of that. You could be fresh off the set of Naked and Afraid, covered in elk shit. We're still taking a look at it. So what I did, what I offered. Go ahead, you go. I like that they snuck out like it was MASH. You gotta pee. But I always say this, because I hate seeing that that's a problem. And so my suggestion, my advice is do not overlook the negotiating power of the hand job compromise. All right, ladies, yeah, we would like sex, but the most important part is that I get the demon out. Right? I mean, sure, I fancy a steak, but I'll take a burger. Right? So, ladies, when they get all, oh, let's just do it. Let's not crazy. Just, okay, bam, 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 bam. He's done, he's happy, he goes to sleep. You can go back to watching TikToks and Real Housewives and shit. No muss, no fuss. But, hey, here's the part that's going to get me in trouble. Over the years, you have to build a rapport on how to do it. Okay? Because ladies, whatever man you're with here that you've been married to, look at him. That man is a fucking 5th degree black belt in how to handle his own penis. Gun to my head, what am I an expert at? Jacking myself off. That's it. Right? I know the moves. I got 48 years of experience. Bing, 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 done. It's like I'm like at the rodeo, like a calf roper, you know. Hey, baby, you're naked, fuck like that. Another record time for John Wessling. Like, I'm so good at it for myself that I'm pretty sure this hand is gay. This is a gay hand. I'll talk to you after the show. Okay, like if me and my wife were walking down a dark alley, and a gunman jumped out and was like, jack me off or die. I'd be like, shh, I got this. Yeah, it's life or death. I don't think I can pull it toward me though, that's the thing. I'd have to like hug his butt and go that way with it. But like when my wife does it for me, I mean, it took a long time to discuss techniques and skill and cues when to do this, and like for a while, because it's hard. That's a hard thing to criticize someone about. I mean, you can't really give notes. You have to stay positive, or otherwise they'll stop touching it, you know. So you're just like, oh no, you're doing great. Well, you had it for a second. You were doing. I don't like it when you do that. That's not a. Does that feel good for your hand or something? Bad. That's not a good. God damn it, woman. Why are you going down? Don't beat it down, you beat it off. Don't beat it down. What are you making, tableside guacamole for fuck's sake? The notary public trying to go home early? Oh, honey, start at the bottom, go out with it. Start at the bottom, go out with it. And just rule of thumb, purple is a bad color for dicks, okay? You're seeing purple, release the grip, shit. I gotta get out of here. I'm looking forward to watching you guys shake ass and dance in here. Count backwards from 10 for you guys. This is gonna be cool. cool. You know what? I want to do something silly. I want to do something ridiculous. To end the year, because it's been a good year for me. I'm looking forward to a good year next year. Hope the same for you guys. So I never really do this at shows, but I'm going to tell you just a jokey joke. It's my favorite joke of all time, and I'd like to close tonight with this joke, but I don't know, you got to go with me on this one, okay? So, if you want me to tell you a joke, say, John, tell us a joke.
John, tell us a joke.
There's a small town zoo in the Midwest, and their big attraction is a male and female gorilla couple named Coco and Bobo. And everybody loves Coco and Bobo, right? All the kids come to see them on their field trips. They sell the stuffed animals, the t-shirts. It's the big thing of the zoo. And sadly, one morning, the male gorilla Bobo died. I know, it's a tragedy. They even talked about it on the Today Show, right? It was a big deal. And no one knew what to do. The zoo was in turmoil. And I don't know how much you know about raising gorillas. But when a gorilla loses their mate, you have to reintroduce a new mate pretty quickly, right? It's just, the primates are just like humans. The best way to get over someone is to get under someone. So they keep trying to introduce a new mate into her habitat. But she's a big girl, she's a big, strong gorilla. She doesn't take to them, she beats them halfway to death. She goes through about 3 prospective mates. Each one cost the zoo about $50,000 to $75,000 a piece. And they just don't know what to do. And one of the zoologists says, look, she's going into heat. If she doesn't get laid soon, we might have to get rid of her. But they're out of money. Don't know what to do. Right about then, one of the zookeepers walks by. Works in maintenance. A guy named Bubba. 6'7", 350 pounds, used to play offensive tackle for Texas A&M. Zookeeper looks at him, looks at Coco, looks at him, light goes off over his head. Says, hey Bubba, come here for a second. You know the problem we're having with Coco, yeah? Yeah. Well, we really need someone to step it up. Take one for the team, you know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I don't understand. Bubba, we need you to go in there and mate with Coco. He's like, what? Hell no. No. They're like, well, Bubba, it's $5,000. You know what? I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to think on it. I'm going to pray on it. And I'm going to come back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and I'm going to give you my answer. They're like, fine, that's all we can ask. Next morning, 8 o'clock, everybody's sitting there waiting. Bubba walks in. Like, Bubba, have you made your decision? He's like, I have. And I'm going to do it on 3 conditions. Number 1, I'm not going to kiss her. Number 2, if there's any babies, I don't want to know nothing about it. And 3, I need some time to come up with the money. Ladies and gentlemen, happy New Year. I'm John Wessling. Have a great time. We'll see you later.
You guys give it up for John Wessling. Let's give it up again with our buddy Joe. Joe Kelly is back there getting